69-51. Charlie Ward complaining about being hand-checked by Williams.
What a great look. What a great look. Flash to the post area.
Boy, have they done a great job tonight.
Just flash to the post area and look to the opposite side. Get the ball away from the trap.
Look how far the defense is packed back in there. They're going to say, take that shot. The rest of pressure by Carolina. Down to 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. And the ball tipped out.
Well, today they had headline galore.
Served by 3. Edwards, another offensive rebound. Tries to muscle it up and got it over Ronald.
I'll tell you, his stock is going up. Jimmy Valvano was telling me how brilliant he was against Duke when I spoke to Jimmy the other day on the phone. At 21 points, 12 rebounds. George Lynch with the jumper.
I can guarantee you during that last timeout, Dean Smith said they're going to give us the 3. I want somebody at the head of the key taking every 16-point lead. Williams for 3. And this is what Carolina will try to do to get back in the game.
Well,
and Pat Kennedy.
Mike, we had a clear-cut #1 last year in Duke. There was no doubt they were the best team in the country. Prior to Duke, you had a clear-cut team with UNLV. There is not a clear-cut #1 in America today. It will rotate, but the great beauty of college basketball. #1, you tip it off the end of March, and you find out legitimately in New Orleans who is #1.
Ward with a three-pointer in and out. Carolina has hit its last 4 3-point shots after going 1 for 15.
Wide open.
Wide open.
Here they come. They're knocking down the 3, baby.
They've hit 5 straight of them.
Let's see if they can answer the call right now. Florida State, first time they've been a little bit challenged.
Williams on Cassell.
Possession big.
Dribble.
That possession big. Give it up. Give it up. There it is. It's getting interesting. It's getting exciting.
65-44. Now it is 73-65.
Change a look at their trap now. Scramble defense. You still got to attack. You can't play conservative.
Sura through the hands of Charlie Ward.
On the boxes.
This crowd was totally out of it. Now more than 21,000 right back in it.
I think Carolina likes this. They're in a man-to-man. Go to Montrose. They can't handle him. Did he call a technical?
Has just hit Pat Kennedy.
Wow.
Technical.
Oh, what a big T right there. Whoa. Whoa. Look at Pat. His mouth is open. He can't believe it.
There will be 2 shots and possession of the ball, and we'll have to wait and see. I don't think they rule Montrose's of the foul on Doug Edwards a shooting foul. They did not. Donald Williams will shoot the technical. The free throw is good. 73-66.
12-0 Carolina run. See if he can make it 13.
Donald Williams has scored 9 in the second half. He scored 10 in the second half. 12 for the game, and it's 73-68. The Tar Heels were down 21 just 4.5 minutes ago. Donald Williams will inbound at the timeline. He'll get it back towards the Derek Phelps. If a 3 goes in, the roof may come off this building. Phelps against Charlie Ward, working to the right side, picks up his dribble, gives it to Rudle, to George Lynch, faking, trying to move in the lane. Cannot, over to Donald Williams. Williams penetrating, leans in, takes the shot, good! 73-70, or 69. 6:40 to play. Across the timeline, Ward in the corner to Dobard. Back out front, Cassell. Cassell at the top of the foul circle. Carolina tight man-to-man. Back it comes to Dobard. Now to Cassell. Cassell driving on Donald Williams. Cut off. Takes the jump shot. No good. Rebounded. Dobard knocked out of bounds. Went out off Florida State. It belongs to Carolina. 73-69 with 6:23 left to play. Mick Nixon and I have earphones on, and we're having trouble hearing each other. Boy, this is some wine and cheese party. Rudle, left side, out front to Derek Phelps. Back it goes to Rudle, to Donald Williams, left corner. Williams trying to get in the lane to Rudle. He'll push it away to Derek Phelps. Takes an inside pass, bounces to Lynch. Shot blocked, recovered by Lynch. Lynch will give it to Montross, turns in the lane. Short with a shot, rebounded Dobard. Dobard on the high dribble, controls the ball, stolen by Lynch. Lynch faking up for the shot. No good. Recovered by Derek Phelps. He hooks it up, and it's no good. They tap it around, and finally Charlie Ward comes out with it. Can you believe that? The number of chances Carolina had and couldn't get it to go down. 73-69, 5:35 to play. Pass coming to Sura, right side. Down in the corner to Dobart. He gives it to Casal. Tried to go to Edwards. Knocked away. Recovered by Casal. Casal on the drive now into the middle. Drops it off to Dobart. He lost it. Recovered Casal. Ball knocked away, and the foul is on Rodel. Rodel charged with his second. It'll be the 5th team foul against Carolina. And they're going to give him 2 shots on the play. Brian Reese getting ready to come back in for Carolina. 3 attempts a moment ago underneath its offensive goal. 4 attempts, says statistician Bob Woodruff, and none of them would go down from short range.
Dobart's got 3 fouls. Edwards with 4. Montross and Phelps with 3 each. Timeouts are Carolina 2 remaining. The Seminoles 1 remaining.
5:21 remaining to be played. Sam Casal will go to the line. First trip there tonight. He's a 79% free throw shooter. He's got 13 points. And this is the guy that made the wine and cheese comment in December of '91.
And he's played a great game tonight.
Indeed he has, and he cans the free throw. He's been in double figures every game this year for Florida State, except the NC State game when he scored 7. 4 times he scored in the 30s. 3 times he scored in the 20s. The second rated Florida State scorer at 18.5 behind Bob Sura at 20.7. 74-69. Casal taking a lot of time at the line. Free throw is good. It is 75-69. It goes back to a 6-point Florida State lead. And Derek Phelps almost let it get away. Saved it. The ball hit the bottom of the backboard. Phelps got it. Ball thrown away. Intended for Montross. Ball loose on the floor. Montross trying to save it. Still loose. Picked up by Florida State. Doug Edwards has got it to Dobart. Dobart hands it off to Sura. Sura look away. Knocked away. Montross recovered by Rodel. Sura was going to put a little French pastry on that one. 9 turnovers, Florida State. 19 for the game.
The
75-69.
Triangle in 2 now with Sura on Rodel and Ward on Phelps.
Reese to Phelps in the left corner. Back out front to Rodel. They'll give it to Salvadori. Now to Brian Reese. Reese slipping underneath. And is fouled on the play, and it's on Rodney Dobart, and that's his 4th. So the 2 Florida State big people in this 3-guard lineup have 3 personal fouls. Doug Edwards and Rodney Dobart. Donald Williams is coming back. George Lynch is also coming back as Rodel and Montross will go out.
And Montross has played this entire half without picking up his 4th. Cannot overstate how important that's been to the Carolina cause. He's been aggressive and effective, yet not foolish.
Brian Reese will go to the free throw line with 2 shots. Carolina will be in the bonus from here on out on all 9 shooting fouls. Reese, 4 points tonight. Only 2 of 9 from the field. Has not had an opportunity at the free throw line thus far tonight. Carolina down by 6 with Reese shooting as the crowd gets deathly quiet and Reese misses the free throw. He'll have another shot coming. Charlie Pitts, the umpire, working with Larry Rose and referee Lenny Wirtz, gives Reese back the ball. He bends at the knees, arches it up, and this one is good. 75-70. His 5th point of the night. Carolina not pressuring backcourt. The Tar Heels are getting back in a zone. Charlie Ward looking for the offensive call from head coach Pat Kennedy.
This may be to rest a little bit. Carolina spent so much of themselves in this furious comeback.
To Sura, to Ward, to Edwards, to Casal, back out front to Ward, gives it to Sura. Sura will give it right back to Ward. 75-70 the score. Ward back to Casal. He shoots for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Phelps. Phelps protects the basketball, and he'll bring it front court on his own dribble. Get Gets it across the timeline, right side, directing a little traffic to Donald Williams. Williams in the lane, dropped it to Salvatore. Back to Brian Reese. Off to Donald Williams. Now it's to Derek Phelps at the baseline. Whips it baseline to Brian Reese. Reese gives it right back to Phelps to Donald Williams, shooting for three. No good, off the front of the rim. Ball knocked into the backcourt. Williams goes to get it. He beats Casal to it. Williams will come back to the front court. Pass to Phelps at the right wing. Phelps working in toward the right of the circle, keeping his dribble alive. Now gives it to Lynch. Lynch getting free underneath. Layup is good. 75-72. Lynch with 12. 3:30 left to play.
And the Heels are close enough now where they can start going back inside.
Edwards gets it to Ward. Midcourt area. Bounce gets right by Edwards. It's picked up by Reese off to Phelps. Phelps coming down, driving on Charlie Ward, and Ward fouls him. Phelps tried to fake Ward, get him hanging in the air. Ward comes down on his back for his third personal foul. The 8th team foul against Florida State. And Phelps will go to the free throw line with a chance to get Carolina within one.
Think back to 11 minutes, 24 seconds remaining. Carolina was down 21, and nothing was going in at all. And Henrik Rodel, after he clanged 3 or 4 off the rim, he coaxed a three-pointer to go in. That broke the drought, and since then, the Heels have gone on a 25-10 run.
Phelps' free throw is good. It's his third point of the night. 75-73. He can bring Carolina within one. Rodel is back and Reese is out. Montross came back to replace Salvatore. Derek Phelps ready on the next one, and this one is good. It's 75-74. Carolina's within one, and Scott Cherry will give Derek Phelps a breather at the 3:15 mark. Cherry started only the second game of his career tonight because Reese and Phelps, along with Donald Williams, were late for this afternoon's pregame meal. Ward across the timeline against Scott Cherry. Ward turning, coming back to the right. He'll give it up now to Rodney Dobard against Montross, well out. Now he drops it to Doug Edwards. Doug Edwards caught in the double team along the wing. He's in trouble and calls timeout. It's the last timeout for Florida State. Florida State has just used its last timeout with 2:56 remaining to be played. Timeout on the floor. The score in Chapel Hill. Florida State 75, Carolina 74.
Ball. It's a one-point game.
Casal high post to Edwards to Dobard. Blocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Florida State. Dobard with a couple of head and shoulders fakes. Trying to either get the foul or to at least get Carolina sailing by him defensively. But the ball got knocked away. It'll be Florida State ball out of bounds. Phelps is back in. Inbounds to Dobard, top of the foul circle. He'll give it right back to Bob Sura. Sura on the left side. Now to Casal in the midcourt area against Donald Williams. 2:35 remaining to be played. Shot clock's at 5. Casal shoots a three off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Edwards. Lynch tried to tie him up. Edwards following up off the glass. It's good. What a big bucket by Doug Edwards. 77-74. Phelps across the timeline, right side with 2:20 to go. For Doug Edwards, that was his 16th point of the night. Lynch to Rodel. Now to Phelps. They look low for Montross. Dobard fronting it. Lynch on the right side will push it left side to Rodel. They'll give it to Derek Phelps. Now it goes to George Lynch. Lynch taking a look. Now trying to penetrate. Drops it off to Montross. Jump hook baseline is good. 77-76 on Montross's 15th point of the night. Pressure by the Tar Heels in the backcourt with 1:50 to go. Florida State is out of timeout. Sura hands it off to Ward. Right back it comes, stolen by Lynch. Lynch will get the dunk as Carolina leads. 78-77. The first time Carolina has led since it was 5-2. Inbounds to Casal. Casal across the timeline with 1:30 to play on the left side. He'll push it right back to Ward. Ward to the top of the circle. Looking inside the Tar Heel zone. To Edwards. Edwards off balance. Gives it to Sura. Spins baseline. Can't get the shot up. Off to Casal. Shoots the three. No good. Rebounded by Lynch. He'll give it to Derek Phelps. And Dean Smith tells his Tar Heels to slow down and go to four corners with 1:08 to play. Florida State is out of timeout. Of course, you can't call a timeout unless you got the ball, and right now Carolina's got the ball with 2 timeouts left, and Coach Smith tells Donald Williams to just stand in the center jump circle. If you have to, put it on your hip. Make them come out and play you with 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Now Dean Smith motioning to his sophomore from Garner. He's looking at the bench. Shot clock is down to 12. Williams penetrating, hanging in the air, and he gets fouled by Casal. Sam Casal commits his third personal foul. Donald Williams will go to the free throw line with 2 shots and 37 seconds remaining to be played.
Well, the Heels wanted to work the shot clock down to, or the game clock down to under 45. That way, it would be 1 possession for 1 possession. That way, Florida State could not have the ball twice to Carolina's once. Also, a little one-on-one basketball. Donald Williams and Brian Reese are Carolina's best one-on-one players. So the Heels spread the court out and just tried to get Donald past Casal in the open court, and he drew the foul.
Donald Williams, who has scored 13 of his 15 points in the second half, goes to the free throw line where he's 4 of 4 on the night. Free throw is up, good, 79-77. Coach Smith has just told everybody on the floor, don't foul. If this free throw goes in, it'll be an 80-77 lead and take a 3-pointer to tie. The free throw is good. It is 80-77. Sura inbounds the ball to Ward. 35 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Florida State without a timeout. Ward across the timeline against Phelps. He'll get it to Edwards. Edwards pushes it to Casal in the midcourt area. 25 seconds left. Now the double team. Back to Edwards. Edwards pinned along the right sideline. He'll take the 3, and it's no good. Rebounded Salvadori. He drops it to Donald Williams. Williams in the backcourt, trying to escape the double team, and he gets fouled by Bob Sura with 11 seconds to play.
I'd like a rosé and maybe some cheddar.
Down 21 points with 11 minutes and about 30 seconds left at 65-44. Carolina has Garner sophomore Donald Williams at the line. 11 seconds left and a 3-point lead. Williams' free throw is good. Donald Williams with 18 points, including 16 in the second half. 81-77. Donald Williams ready on the next one. It's perfect. 82-77. Florida State quickly front court. Sura for 3. No good. Front of the rim. Rebounded. Phelps coming out of there with it. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Clock stopped. 2.5 seconds left. It is Carolina's basketball. What a remarkable comeback. Inbounded to Reese. He throws it high in the air. The ball game is over. Carolina rebounds from a 21-point deficit. The nation's number 2 team in the coaches poll. Number 3 in the media poll snaps Florida State's 5-game winning streak. And the Tar Heels grab a 2-game lead in the Atlantic Coast Conference standings as the students are flooding the floor. This looks like the aftermath of the Duke game a year ago.
Yeah, and they're not supposed to riot like this after games in Chapel Hill. This is supposed to be a white-collar crowd. What a celebration.
I saw a quote the other day and how applicable it is to this situation. Miracles don't just happen in Chapel Hill. They usually happen.